Shirley Temple's storybook, The Emperor's New Clothes, is a really good experience. I grew up as quite a fan of The Emperor's New Clothes. I have recently discovered and have started to watch Shirley Temple's storybook. I like what I've seen so far, and thankfully this one is no exception. This is directed by James Neilson. It's written by Norman Lessing, based of course on the story by Hans Christian Andersen. And we have a cast including Sebastian Cabot, Eli Wallach, Richard Haydn, Pernell Roberts, and various others. It is of course hosted by Shirley Temple. And very briefly, if you're unaware, the story is about a tailor who tries to make this emperor believe that he is the only person intelligent enough to see these invisible garments. There are no clothes, of course. They're not invisible. The threads aren't magic. But because the emperor doesn't want to seem like a fool, and because the tailor says that fools can't see these garments, he of course pretends that he can see them. And I watched a version of The Emperor's New Clothes recently and started to overthink things because I never really analysed it much as a child. I just enjoyed it for what it was. And there are various things that I thought about when I analysed it there. The first one being that means he was walking around naked and everybody saw him naked, and he would know that because he knows that the fools can't see the clothing. And he thinks everybody else is a fool, so he knows that they can't see the clothing. Therefore, even if he can allegedly see the outfits, he knows that everybody else can only see him naked. And then when I was watching it this time, I had another thought. Surely he can't feel the clothing. So obviously he's pretending again, but surely the fact that he can't feel the clothing would tell him that actually this is a trick. How up your own butt do you need to be that you want to come off as being superior, that you'll pretend you can feel clothing that you know is not there? Clearly the Emperor has some issues, but it plays out well as long as you don't overthink it. It's obviously the story is not meant to be realistic. It's about delivering these important messages about not thinking you're superior because you're going to look like an idiot as you walk around naked in front of people. But it's a good story nevertheless. I have to stop trying to overthink it. It wasn't intentional. It's a good story. It's beautifully told. If you're brand new to the narrative, this could be a good place to start. I think it's a nice way to introduce the story and the characters and the messages, of course. The characters are well written. The performances are really great. The clothing, the ones that we can see, look really great. The set designs are fun, really great music too, and we have some pretty good dialogue as well. So I rather liked it. It's a nice way to spend not a tremendous amount of time. I think it was under an hour, but correct me if I'm wrong. And I had fun with it. So as long as you don't overthink it, as I said, it's not meant to be realistic, but for some reason, I guess because I didn't pull it apart as a child, I'm now feeling like I have to. It says a lot about the Emperor, which in itself is really fascinating. Why is he willing to let people see him naked just to make himself superior? Why is he willing to overlook the fact that he cannot feel these garments just to make himself feel superior? Does he actually deep down know that this is a trick, but his ego won't let him admit it? Or does he not realise? Is he just maybe not that intelligent, and it doesn't occur to him that people will see him naked? He doesn't overthink it. I don't know. I think it could be an interesting character study. Either way, Shirley Temple's storybook, The Emperor's New Clothes, is a delightful film, and I'm happy to recommend it.